Hello Gemini, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your love reading for February 2018. This reading is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon and Gemini Rising sign. And I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. For this reading, I'm using a new tarot deck. It's called Tarot Illuminati. It's a beautiful artwork. I'm given this deck for Christmas this year. At the end of the reading, I'm going to draw an additional oracle card from the Doreen Virtue Oracle deck, the Romance Angels. I'll just shuffle quickly and then we go straight into your reading, dear Gemini. And while I'm shuffling, I just want to say that if you would like to have a private reading with me, please contact me. My email address is here. I'm also on Instango, which is a mobile application. If you want something quick, either talk to me or ask me a question. I'm always available there. It's very fast. You can contact me through my webpage, which is in the description box, and through the Facebook as well. Right, let's go ahead and see what we have for you, dear Gemini. Okay. So this will be your near future. This will be your present. I'll just move that a little bit further. And that is the recent past, or, you know, time is fluid, whatever way it's sort of applies to you. The first card I've got for you is Eight of Swords, dear Gemini. We have the High Priestess. And then we have Nine of Swords, lots of your energy. And the Spirit's message for you is Three of Swords, okay. I'm glad that it's in the past. In the present, we have the Chariot. We have Eight of Wands, lots of fast-moving energy. Oh, Six of Swords and the Fool. Well, I already can see the stories evolves. So, Ten of Cups, Six of Cups, Prince of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, looking in the past, well, broken heart, feeling the pain, not being able to sleep, having anxiety, depression, feeling stuck. Well, what can I say? Let's start, you know, one by one. The Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords. It's your energy, you know, as I said, you know, Gemini, your air sign. Swords represents air as well. It's all what's happening in our head. It's all our mental activity, the pattern of our thoughts. And that's here you are. You standing there surrounded by the swords and thinking that, which is represents your thinking patterns. So you're represented by your thoughts, by your ideas, and you feel like you can't find a way, you can't find a solution out of this situation. Your eyes are closed, there's a blindfold on them. You feel trapped because there's like you know, all these bandages over your body. But in fact, there is no one holding you. The swords are not completely enclose you, so there's a path for you to go away. It's all the way of thinking. You just need to sort of get processed in your head, or use the help, talk to someone you trust, maybe a very reliable friend, or someone, maybe, you know, parent, whatever, whoever you trust, or use a specialist, maybe speak to the counselor, you know, psychotherapist, or someone who can help you to find that way out of this situation when you feel trapped and feeling in mental prison. The High Priestess is talks all about non-action. So as I see you sitting like this and just doing nothing, that's all in the past again. I'm talking about the just recent past. It could be literally like yesterday. Not doing anything. It's card of not action, staying put, but at the same time following your intuition, following that gut feeling, whatever, look inside yourself and you will find that answer. You will find that solution to this problem. You will find solution to this because it's 9 of swords. Here's 8. Now we got 9. Follow your heart, follow your soul, follow your gut feelings. That's what the high priestess is saying. You don't need to make. I see that because it's in the past. You haven't been. You've been sort of sitting put, processing it in your head, thinking about things through. Sometimes it's useful actually, but because you were thinking so much, it's causing you anxiety, worry. You can't sleep because that thoughts like in a washing machine. They go on and on and on and on around. As I said to you, you need to involve sort of someone maybe to talk it through. If you can't solve the problem yourself, you need to ask for help. So maybe you just need to talk about, and then the bulb maybe switches on, the lights in your head, that gut feeling tells you, that instinction, your intuition will tell you, what should I do in this situation? Because the spirit's message is, I can see that you've been hurt in the past. You're still thinking about it. You're processing. You can't sleep. The pain. There's a pain there. You feel trapped. I'm glad that it is in the past because the cards in the future, near future, and your present are much, more positive. You have got the Chariot, which is a sign of Cancer. Cancer could be significant. But it also talks about you actually recovering out of this, sort of shaking you out of all this situation, finding a way of actually moving away from this. And you will be, because I've got Six of Swords as well, moving away from situation. You decided that you are in control of your life, not the situations. You are the one who is in control of your life, not other people. You are the one. And like this Chariot, you will get a control of your life and you move forward. You move in the right direction. The Chariot talks about being in charge. It's also a card of victory, maybe victory over yourself, maybe victory over that negative thoughts, victory over depression and anxiety. Taking control, move forward, being in charge. And also, important fact about this card is knowing where you're actually going, which way you're taking. Here you feel trapped, you don't know where you're going. Here you just sleepless nights, it all goes on and on and ahead. Here you know where you're going. Here you know what direction you need to go, and you will start moving really fast. Eight of Wands is a card about fast movement, the same like Chariot. Chariot is major arcana card. It's more significant. This one is the message for you that exactly it's fast moving. Whatever you're doing to solve all this past issues, past problems, past situations, you're doing it really fast. You're in control. It also talks about communication. You're communicating with someone. You're sending messages backwards and forwards, and messages coming to you. It also talks, again, it's air. It's all about air. It's a passionate communication. It's communication maybe by emails, by texts, by telephone calls, but there's a lot of it. It's moving backwards and forwards. And here is you deciding to leave all that behind in the past and moving from places of trouble into the place where you will find peace and happiness and joy. You're still not there yet, but you're moving. Because it's swords, it's actually sometimes could be just moving in your head, deciding, making that mental decision, changing your pattern of thoughts, changing your sort of the way you're thinking, your attitudes, your values, moving in your head from I'm going to leave everything behind, making that decision and stick to it. I'm going to start a new chapter in my life, and you will, because I've got the Fool, which is completely brand new start, new beginning. You will. So you're in a process of moving from the troubled shores or seaside, banks of the river or whatever you call, to going into the much happier banks of the river. And because you're by the water is all about emotions. So you want to leave all this trouble, what troubled you, all these negative emotions behind, and come into much quieter, much happier, peaceful place for yourself. In the process of this movement, you need to drop those swords, which is you carrying with you. This swords represents your negative thinking. You need to drop them off in a process. So when you actually arrive to this happier place for yourself, you are not carrying that baggage, negative baggage with you. And you just sort of prepared there to settle and enjoy your life. Um, it actually could be physical move as well, or physical move somewhere where maybe by water or somewhere where there is a water. It's moving away. It's, as I said, it could be just literally physically moving from the person who didn't serve you, packing your bags, taking as much as you can, and moving away from it, from him, from her, somewhere. And starting a new life. That's what the spirit tells you. You're going to start it completely new. Not much possessions with you. You're not taking too much with you in this new life, in a new chapter of your life. It also can represent, as I said, emotional, mental baggage. You're not taking too much with you. You decided you're going to leave everything behind, and you're going to take that leap of faith. If here, you might be scared, might be anxious. You don't know what to do. Over here, you don't know what to do. Here, you know exactly what you take that leap of faith. You're brave. You're courageous. You decided that it's, I'm going to start from the blank page, from the completely new, going to start this completely new chapter in my life. And sun is shining, if you see on this sign, on this card for you. You've got a dog there. The dog represents, loyalty. Maybe you've got someone, people supporting you, maybe close friends or someone. So yes, it's that's what the spirit tells you, and you're actually doing all this for yourself, and you're coming in the near future in that move will be successful because you've got 10 of cups is the happiness. Every single cup is full with love, positive emotions, joy, happiness. Very, very positive card is like wish fulfillment. You have a happy home, and you are happy yourself. You've got family around, relatives, children. Six of Cups is also talks about, six is all about balance, having very balanced life, emotionally balanced life, talking about reminiscing about the past, being on a positive note and having that balance in life, which we're all striving for, not having all this ups and downs. We want to have that stability, and this is stability. And this is stability and happiness, and that's what I see in a near future. Very, very positive. It also talks about someone from the past returns. Maybe because it's a love reading, it could be ex, but it's very positive. And the ex could be the Prince of Swords, could be also air sign. It could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. But it could be also an old friend. But I don't see negativity here. It's not like the ex is coming back and you're quarreling, you're arguing or something. You actually might just. It's a card also of reconciliation. Maybe you just sort of decided to discuss the matters and maybe just leave them in the past and move on from there. Maybe not move on back with this person, but at least making ends, making terms with this person, as I said, reconciliation. And because you're so happy now, you're in a very good balanced state of mind, it's maybe easier for you to do it now. The Prince of Swords is a very sharp energy. Someone might actually come with a couple of sharp words, but they're not going to affect you because you're in a very good state of mind yourself. They're not going to affect you. Someone might try actually to say something to you, something from the past, might sort of throw a couple of sharp words. They might try to negotiate some sort of arguments with you. But I see the way you are. You're like an empress. Empresses again having control over your life. Having that sort of tranquility, control, being really, really in a good place for yourself, dear Gemini, that is not going to affect you at all. because the energy of the Prince of Swords is not mature energy. It will be like a little dog who barks, like "Ah, ah, ah," and you just sort of shake it off yourself, and you just move on and being that empress. The empress is a woman who is in charge of her household. She is. She represents everything what women have them, being a good mother, being a good wife, being a good girlfriend. It's also a card of fertility. So if you, because it's so happy in your home, in your environment, if you are hoping to get pregnant, you might get pregnant. If you sort of don't want to get pregnant, make sure you protect yourself, dear Gemini. But it's card of fertility. Sometimes fertility could be mental fertility. Maybe you create some sort of project, or some thoughts comes to you, which it's like a aha moment. Well, I actually can do this with my life. I actually can do this with my life. So it's a really positive. It's actually being beautiful. People will notice, the way you look at the moment, leaving all that behind, being in charge of your life. It serves you good. You look beautiful, and you sort of radiate this beauty into this your environment, and the Gemini. Let's see what additional messages I have for you from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Yeah, finances and career. Financial issues are a fact in your love life right now. It could be because, it's not, as I said to you, you might move away from someone or from something, and it's all, let's be practical. I'm Virgo, I'm a very practical person, leaving possessions behind, and also moving sometimes can affect our career. So where is our jobs, where our what do we do, how we earn money. So that could be significant for you. With all this, your personal life might affect very much your finances and career can, but the true love is coming for you, dear Gemini. This is if you are going to meet someone, I see there's sort of happiness in the near future. I don't see the person, but I see the happiness on emotional, on a romantic level, because you've got Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And if you in the near future, if you are going to meet someone, it will be a true love, and it will be the romance which would last you for the rest of your life. It's a romance of the lifeline. So it's a really, really nice messages for you, dear Gemini. Started all very sort of very heavy, but I'm glad as it is in the past, and we're moving into the future. If you would like to elaborate, please book the private booking with me. I will be very happy to do private readings for you. My email address is over here. You can contact me on Instango, which is mobile phone application, or you can contact me through the Facebook page or through the web page, and I'll be quite happy to do your private readings. Thank you very much for watching, dear Gemini. I wish you all the best and speak to you soon. Goodbye.